Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I know that I say this over and over again, but I am very excited because today we are going to be talking about my 5th week of pregnancy. I am now 6 weeks along, but I am going to be talking about my 5th week that just passed and how baby is doing and how I have been feeling. And if you are interested in knowing more about my 5th week, then keep on watching. So first thing I want to talk about today is baby size and development and all the exciting stuff that has been happening with baby this week. First thing I want to talk about is size. The baby has grown so much from last week. Last week the baby was the size of a poppy seed. This week the baby is the size of an apple seed. That is huge growth. Last week I don't think that there was even much of a measurement, if anything. Let me see, I have it. Yeah, 0.04 inches, and this week is up to 0.13 inches. So that's a huge size difference. It's really exciting to know that baby is growing so much and developing so well. And there's a cat. In regards to baby development, this week the baby is beginning to form some major organs. The heart, kidney, stomach, and the liver are all beginning to form. As well as the circulatory, the respiratory, and the nervous system. And man, it's so crazy to think that something as small as an apple seed can already be developing like all these like organs and all these like systems, and like they're, you know, this little baby is like beginning to turn into a human, and it's amazing to think about, and it's such a just a beautiful, amazing, mind-blowing thing that happens. And to think that like us as women are these just goddesses that create life, and it really is super empowering, and it really makes all these like symptoms and hard things about pregnancy just feel like nothing when you really think about the grand picture and like the ending result to all of this. As far as symptoms, some of the symptoms that I had last week have worsened. Some of them have gone away altogether. I no longer have any pain in my teeth. I haven't had any headaches. Some of the things that have worsened for me has been like my acne. I went from having just like normal zits to actually like cystic, deep, giant cystic acne. And I used to suffer with cystic acne before, and the only thing that cured me from my cystic acne was being pregnant with my first baby. Unfortunately, it looks like the cystic acne is back, and the hormones from this baby are reversing to what they were before. I'm hoping that it's not something that stays, but unfortunately it is something that I'm going through right now. The cramps that I was experiencing have gotten less and less strong and less often. I do feel, this past week I did feel some cramping, but in comparison to what it was the first week or even the first couple weeks, it's not that bad. So they are getting better, which is nice. One thing that is definitely getting worse is my nausea. Nauseousness, however you pronounce that. Morning sickness. It is definitely getting worse. I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be one of those pregnancies where I was just going to be feeling crappy, but unfortunately it is. I have been nauseous now all the time. I feel like almost every day it gets a little bit worse. I get nauseous when I'm too full. I get nauseous when I'm too hungry. I have to make sure that I eat all day, but not too much all day, which is definitely something I experienced with my last pregnancy. and that went away thankfully at around 12 to 13 weeks with my first baby. So that just still seems like so long from now. But it is good to know, or to like hope that there is an end to this. I'm hoping again that I'm not one of those women that is sick throughout their whole pregnancy. I know for my mom that was the case with my brother. She was sick up until the day she gave birth, and not with me. And then, you know, every woman has different pregnancies, and every pregnancy is different. So this pregnancy might not be the same as it was with my first. One of the things that is actually a huge difference is my breast tenderness. For my first baby, that was probably the most intense symptom that I experienced, period, was my breasts everywhere hurt so bad. It hurt to lift my arms, to put them down. I could constantly feel it. My bra hurt. Being in the water hurt. They just hurt everywhere. And it wasn't like my nipples that were hurting, it was definitely just my entire breast. This time is a lot different. I don't have breast tenderness almost anywhere, but I do have more sensitivity in my nipples. So that is something that's quite different. I'm still breastfeeding Kaz, and so I do feel that my nipples were more sensitive. So when he latches, it's almost like, ooh, that was kind of tender. Not painful, but just more sensitive. And I have also noticed that when I'm in the shower and like the water hits my nipple in a weird way, it's like, oh, like I can feel it stronger, like almost like they felt right after they healed from being really cracked when I first started breastfeeding, when they were still really sensitive and I like couldn't tell if it was pain or not. That's kind of how they feel now. Another thing that is hitting me harder and harder every day is the fatigue, the tiredness. I am constantly exhausted all day, and then of course at night I'm not anymore. So like I'm experiencing like some what's the word? What is it called? When you can't sleep at night? Why can't I think of the word? Anyways, I haven't been able to sleep very good at night, or I just can't fall asleep very fast at night. And during the day I just feel like I could fall asleep if I just blink for a little bit too long. So that's been hard. And then one of the most intense symptoms that as I'm saying that, my mouth got really dry, but one of the most one of the most intense symptoms that I have been having, that I had with my first pregnancy, and same thing with this one, is thirst. I am thirsty all the time. My mouth is really dry. I am like out of breath, thirsty all the time, and I just ran out of breath and my mouth got really dry when I said that. So yeah, really thirsty all the time. I think, sorry that I keep looking down again, I have notes and that probably gets annoying, but until I actually like, you know, learn to memorize things, that's probably how it's gonna be. So anyways, I feel like that's all I had to update on for this week. I will be back, of course, next week with the 6-week update, which will be everything that I am experiencing right now. I actually have quite the story for the 6-week update, which of course happened the first 2 days of being 6 weeks, so I want to put that in the 6-week update. So stick around for that. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, the little bell, so that you are notified when I do post that video, which will be shortly after this one, considering I am not going to be posting these videos until I actually announce to everyone that I am pregnant, which hasn't happened yet, and I don't think will happen until I'm around 9 or 10 weeks. It really just depends on when I have my ultrasound and we figure out how everything is going, and then we can decide. All of our friends and our close, or not all of our friends, all of our family and close friends know that we're pregnant, but distant friends and distant relatives and coworkers and bosses still don't know, so it's not fully public, which is why these are not being posted exactly when you know, live when they're happening. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, like this video if you liked it, or give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below if you are 5 weeks pregnant, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, just around then. Tell me how you are feeling. I absolutely love reading the comments on other videos. Basically reading and also watching all the other videos and comparing my symptoms to other pregnant mamas out there. I am obsessed with watching the how I got pregnant videos, the first few weeks symptoms, and basically anything that has to do with pregnancy. So if you are also interested in you know, being a part of the community, then leave a comment and tell us all about it. And that's it. That's all I have. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye. Oh, of course, I am going to be showing my belly at some point, so stick around.